Hello everyone and welcome. Well, as you can see on the title, it's all about sound in British pronunciation. And of course, as you probably already know, this channel is all about helping you to sound more British, helping you to sound with a modern received pronunciation accent. And a lot of people, they confuse about the sound, but here is the bonus strategy that will help you, the full course that will help you to sound more British and of course to sound more like a native English speaker and to speak with real confidence. This is going to be a series of 20 English sounds, particularly a modern received pronunciation accent. Each week I'll be participating, I'll be publishing a video and it's all about these sounds, a series of 20 sounds that will help you to sound more British. This includes diphthongs, long vowel sounds and even short vowel sounds, which we're covering today, as it says on the title, the sound in British pronunciation. And of course is the short vowel sound, and a lot of people they confuse about it, but in today's video I'm here to help you sound more like a native English speaker and of course to speak with real confidence. Now I have 3 questions for you, and if you can answer these questions, and if you aren't one of these people who, if you see yourself in these 3 questions, then please do watch this video till the end because it will help you, and of course over upcoming series where it will help you to sound, to transform your accent and of course to speak with real confidence. Now my accent is a modified version of contemporary received pronunciation. It's an accent where it doesn't have geographical location in the United Kingdom. It doesn't have in the entire world. I mean, you can sound with this accent, you can sound British by having this accent. Now this accent is highly demanding accent. A lot of people they want to learn it, and a lot of people they have this accent. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, have you ever said words in English and you've noticed that a lot of people they can't get your head around what are you talking about? Do ship and sheep sound almost the same when you say them, but completely different when a British speaker says them? And the third question is, do you know exactly what is your mouth position, what is your lips position and your tongue should be doing to produce real British sounds? Now into the video, as I mentioned earlier, we are going to answer all these questions and of course clearly and confidently to help you produce the sounds and of course to help you master it at the same time. Today we are focusing on this small sound that makes a huge difference in British English pronunciation, the sound. Sound, okay? It's very short sound. Well, this sound, as I mentioned earlier, is very short, relaxed, and very common in everyday life, in everyday British English, and yet it's one of the most misunderstood sounds in English language or in English learners, among English learners. If you get these sounds wrong, words can change the meaning. Native speakers may get confused, what are you talking about? Even your friends, family, everyone around you. Your accent may sound unnatural, even if the grammar is not perfect, but don't worry, by the end of this video, I do promise that it will change, you will hear the difference, feel the difference, and produce the sound confidently like a native English speaker. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. What is the sound? An sound is a very short vowel sound in British English. It appears in words like sit, bit, ship, lip, milk, busy, woman. So now listen carefully. Sit, sit, ship, ship, bit, bit, Well, this sound is very short. You have to pronounce it very shortly, and of course, relax your mouth. Okay, not a stretch. Like, don't stretch your sound, your mouth at all. Short. Set. Set. It's not a very long sound like E sounds. So now these sounds like sheep, okay, and ship. So ship is the E sound, whereas sheep is the E sound. This is the crucial difference that you need to understand, and don't confuse between these two vowel sounds. Why English learners, and why you always confuse between E and E sounds in words like ship and sheep? One of the biggest pronunciation problems, one of the kind of like biggest pronunciation is stumbling blocks that will help you to kind of like, if you understand the sound and you produce it even more accurately, you will sound more like a native English speaker. So now these two sounds, we've got ship and sheep, as I mentioned earlier. Many learners pronounce ship sheep. You might say, I work on a ship, and then becomes I work on a sheep. Really? So this is the reason that happens. It's very simple. In many languages, a vowel length doesn't change the meaning. In English, however, it does. British English, especially sensitive vowel length, is important that you know the difference, and it's important that you learn all about it. How to produce the sound, how to produce the I sound accurately. Now let's talk about how physically you can make it the I sound. The mouth position, your mouth position, should be slightly open. Okay, slightly open. The lips are relaxed. Relax your lips, and then not smiling. Okay, just it's not a tense. Okay, tongue position is very high a little bit, but it's not touching the roof of your mouth, and it's more relaxed than that's smiling. But this one is slowly. Okay, not it's short and soft and relaxed at the same time. Common words appears that is the minimal pairs. So now let's train your ear first. Repeat after me and notice the difference. Okay, ship, ship, sheep, sheep, bit, bit, beat, beat, lift, lift, leave, leave, sit, sit, seed, seed. Have you noticed on the second part of the words, I do kind of like smile a little bit, okay? But on the first part of the words, I don't really smile. So that is the difference. Ship, sheep, okay? So that's that's short, but this is second part is quite long. But the meaning changes, not just the sounds. Real British speech, and our E sound in real British conversation, the real E sound appears all the time. So let's say, for example, give me a minute. Have you noticed where is the I sound? Give me minute. On minute, minutes. I will be with him. I'll be with him. This is interesting. This is interesting. She is busy today. Have you noticed? I want you to let me know in the comment section below. Where can you notice the difference? Like, where can you notice the I sound in these words, in these sentences? British speakers pronounce these sounds very quickly and naturally without exaggeration. But that's why mastering it makes your English sound even much more like a native. However, how to practice? Now these are the practice sentences. Just repeat slowly and repeat after me. I sit in the middle of the room. I sit in the middle of the room. This film is very interesting. This film is very interesting. He did it quickly. He did it quickly. He did it quickly. However, as well, try to find what is the I sound. Where is the I sound in these sentences? Focus on the short vowel and relax the mouth, and not just the contrast, okay? The clear contrast between the I and E sound is very, very huge. Yeah, I mean, I've answered all the biggest questions and why people sometimes don't understand your pronunciation and why ship and sheep are not the same, and of course, how to produce the British I sound, not the E sound. If you can practice the sounds daily, even for 5 minutes, your clarity, confidence, and accent will transform, trust me. So listen carefully and speak slowly, stay consistent with it, and practice every single time. And remember, small sounds create big changes. Yeah, I mean, that's all about it. If you like what you saw today, you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click the bell and even consider that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so you don't miss the full series, the 20 video series, where you'll be able to master your pronunciation, all the vowels in British English pronunciation. And that's all about it. And I'll see you in the next video.